Hi guys, welcome back to DJ Sports YouTube channel. I am DJ Sports. We are back here to give you football updates back to back. This is weekend preview, and I'm here with LeoDave this afternoon. LeoDave, kindly greet our viewers out there.
Good afternoon, viewers. Good day, viewers. Good evening, viewers. Good morning, viewers. Depending on wherever you are watching us from, depending on wherever you are enjoying our videos from, we know you listen, you watch us all over the world. So, depending on your time zone, good day to you all.
All right, good day. Thanks for watching us. Thanks for always engaging on our videos. This December has been a very busy one. Matches week in, week out. We have seen some couple of matches in this midweek and all that. In the English Premier League on Saturday, Liverpool will be traveling to Selhurst Park on Saturday, 1:30 early kickoff. Liverpool has been playing most of early kickoff matches this season and all that. Jurgen Klopp has been complaining of this. Crystal Palace lost to Bournemouth this midweek to 2 goals to 0, and also Liverpool won their match against Sheffield United 2 goals to 0 also. What do you think will be the outcome of this match on Saturday, early kickoff match?
Yeah, apart from fixture congestion and also the early kickoff factor, I think this should be an easy ride for Liverpool because you notice Jurgen Klopp since taking over the job at Liverpool, he has never lost to Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. He's played about 8 games away to Crystal Palace. He's won 7. He's drawn just 1. So he's had a very impressive record. But like we said, they've had the most early kickoffs since 2016. Now this should be maybe 15th or the 16th one since 2016. Why the next team after Liverpool is on 6, which is Tottenham Hotspur. So you see the gap is very wild. So we just hope there are no future concerns because now they are already injury worries. Alisson out, Diogo Jota out, Joel Matip completely out of the whole season. And then there are doubts about Alexis McAllister also because he picked up a knock or probably an injury in the last game. So apart from injury woes and maybe, as they say, gods of football coming through in the game, I don't think there should be any hiccups for Liverpool. But also, we shouldn't forget that Crystal Palace are also hit with injuries.
Yes.
Eberechi Eze, there are doubts about some Olise and some other key players like that. Now, Sheikh Dokore too is out for them. So, all things being equal, Liverpool aiming for the title, aiming to keep up, to mount the pressure on us now. We want to get the job done as early as possible and then wait to see what Arsenal does next. So I see a win for Liverpool in the match.
Win for Liverpool, right? Like a scoreline of what?
It will be a very tight game, but I don't think there will be anything more than a 2 goal difference in the game. So probably 3-1 or 2-0.
All right, 2-1, 3-1 or 2-0. Manchester United will be at home against Bournemouth. They won their match against Chelsea in the midweek. They'll be looking forward to play against Bournemouth. This match, also Bournemouth lost to. They won their last match against Crystal Palace at away. Don't you see Bournemouth proving a point against Manchester United at Old Trafford?
I think they don't have a point to prove, but I think they are playing well at the moment. If you check their last 5 games, they've been probably the most informed team in the league, apart from the top 2 sides or the top 2 or the top 3 sides. So they've won 4 out of their last 5, if I'm not wrong, or 3 out of their last 4 they've won. And then the last game away, now they were unlucky not to win against Aston Villa on Sunday. They were very unlucky. It was a late header, a lost time header from Oli Watkins that got the game back, that rescued a point for Aston Villa. So we noticed that they are very much on the verge of driving out some good results, at least as far as avoiding the relegation battle is concerned. They are doing well for themselves. So and we know it, the Old Trafford has not been the Old Trafford of old as it used to be right now. If it was last season, I would have said it would be an easy win for Manchester United. But already we've seen Bournemouth come to the Old Trafford to win. We've seen Crystal Palace that are not really on good form right now coming to Old Trafford to win. We've seen in the Carabao Cup how what's it called? Newcastle played Manchester United off the park. So is a very tight game. And then a lot of people are trying to judge. A lot of people are trying to judge the game based on what Manchester United played against Chelsea. I don't think it should be. You should judge them on that game, because that game where they were just very much unchallenged. Let me use that word. Chelsea were nowhere to be found. Chelsea were just shambolic all through the match. Chelsea were not. They were not good at all. So that's not a good test to know whether Manchester United are back to the Manchester United people expect them to be at the moment. So until they face a good test, and then you see Bournemouth now, they are a team full of fight. I'm not saying they are going to win. Neither am I saying they are going to lose. But they are a team full of fight, full of belief, wanting to play for their manager, Iraola, wanting to prove a point. So if Manchester United come as a disorganized team like we've seen in recent games, again against this well-organized Bournemouth side right now, they might lose the game. And we know right now in the EPL this season, Manchester United haven't drawn a game. They either lose or win. So you are expecting a win in that game. A win and a loss in that game, but which side is going to fall on, I don't know. But I just want to give Manchester United benefit of the doubt. No matter how well Bournemouth are playing, no matter how disorganized Manchester United are, I believe that Manchester United have enough quality. Don't rule out surprises, but they have enough quality to get themselves over the line. That's what I just believe. But if it turns the other way around, I don't think anyone should be shocked or surprised based on how Manchester United are this season.
Okay. Also on Saturday, Aston Villa will be at home, Villa Park, to welcome Arsenal. Arsenal are the team that is on top of the table right now. Aston Villa have 100% home records at their own ground. They have not lost. So also we saw them we saw their dramatic late winner against Manchester City. No one expected it coming. They won that match 1 goal to nil. 1 goal to nil. This also the previous manager of Arsenal, Unai Emery, is one in charge of Aston Villa right now. Don't you think Aston Villa could just shock Arsenal, or you think Arsenal would just a straight win for Arsenal?
I won't say it's just a straight win for Arsenal. For one reason, Aston Villa are a very, very well informed side right now. If I was an Arsenal fan, personally, I wouldn't want my team to face Aston Villa at this moment. Not at home, at this moment, at home, at Villa Park, right now, because there is so much belief, and the crowd is seriously getting behind them. It's just like what's it called, St. James's Park right now. Now I know, yeah, they've had their losses at St. James's Park, but you know, when you go there, there is this fear factor that the fans put in you. Now, Arsenal fans might be strong, Arsenal players rather, might be strong enough to resist all the bullying, so to say, by the noise of the crowd and that. But I think the noise will be a major psychological boost for the Villa players. It might not have effects on the Arsenal players, but it will surely have effect on the Villa players positively. And we know the quality they have. Talk about Douglas Luiz, Oli Watkins, Leon Bailey, Traore, and the rest of them. Even their defense line. You look like Pau Torres. You look at Lucas Digne. You look at Matekash. And you look at and right now, if you do their combined 11, Emi Martinez we actually supersede in a goal post ahead of the two Arsenal goalkeepers right now. And then you notice there are some of their attackers too that might sneak into the attack. Someone like Oli Watkins will always be ahead of Gabriel Jesus, not based on profile, but based on what is currently happening this season. So you notice they have enough firepower. They have enough in the middle of the park. I'm looking forward to the battle between Declan Rice and Douglas Luiz. I'm really looking forward to that battle because it's going to be an epic one to watch. Now, this is my take on the game. Whoever wins the midfield battle and can take their chances well up front wins the game. It's a tough game for Arsenal based on the fact that the ground they are going to has been a ground where no one has been able to win. In fact, no one has been able to get a draw this season. I think only two teams have a perfect home record this season, Liverpool and Aston Villa. The rest have either drawn or lost a game at home. Now, this is what we expect. The last team to beat Aston Villa at home before they started their 14-game run since last season has been Arsenal. Now, that moment, that time, they were not this Aston Villa we know. But you still notice they gave Arsenal a very hard time in that game. Remember, it was a lost time shot from Jorginho that actually changed the dimension of the whole game, the narrative of the whole game before they all went out to attack, and then there was a mad counter attack on them. That a very effective counter attack that made Martinelli get his goal, that made it 4-2. If you look at the scoreline, you think Arsenal battered them in that match, but the scoreline doesn't tell the story of how the match went. So they still gave Arsenal a big fight in the game. That was before they became the current Aston Villa we know. So Arsenal will have to really prepare and not to overlook, considering what they did to Manchester City in the midweek. If you look at the scoreline 1-0, you would think maybe they just nicked off the victory or something. No, they played Manchester City off the park. They played like Manchester City were like Burnley in that match. Seriously, Manchester City will be happy that they lost just by 1 goal. They will seriously be happy. They will go home rejoicing. Yeah, I know what I'm saying, because I saw the game and I saw how these players were playing like prime Real Madrid, prime Barcelona. I mean, a Barcelona with MSN. They were seriously tormenting the defense of Man City. And don't forget, Man City had 5 defenders in the game, and yet it was easy for Aston Villa to put away 22 shots with 5 defenders. That is City, with the defense with Diaz, Akanji, Stones, and what's it called, Vadio, and just name them, Kai Walker. And yet these guys were able to play them off the park. So I think the battle we need to watch out for: Leon Bailey, Zinchenko, Douglas Luiz, Declan Rice. Then up front on both sides, look at Gabriel Jesus. Yeah, it might not really be the one getting the goals, but it's like a Bobby Firmino in the former Mane Salah Firmino setup, who works behind, under the radar, whose work goes under the radar and makes the wingers work show well. I think that is what Gabriel Jesus will be doing. But at the same time, you notice that Oli Watkins, yeah, he's not the best finisher in the league right now, because if you check how many big chances he's missed, the number of goals he has does not tell about his form. But yet, I think he can punish Arsenal at the back. Saliba has to be at his best. And also, the goalkeeper issue right now in Arsenal, David Raya and Aaron Ramsdale, I think it has to be settled quickly enough.
How can it be settled?
You just have to make each of them know their place. That's what stop this narrative of there's no number one, anyone can come in at any. No, it doesn't work that way. There has to be a number one for a particular competition. You might now decide, okay, Raya, you are the number one for the Premier League. Ramsdale, you are the number one for cup competitions cup competitions generally, like that. Like we've seen it at Barcelona. Bravo was the one for Champions League and the rest. Why what's it called? Andrew Testegen was the one in the league, and no one had problem with that. Chelsea had it. Czech was in cup competition. Thibaut Courtois was in the league. So if you want to make the both of them compete at the highest level, that is how it should be. Not making them think, will I be picked for this game? Will I not be picked for this game? So that is how the case can be settled. If not, each of them will be under pressure every time to want to outdo the next one. And by putting yourself under much pressure, you can easily make mistakes. Yeah, look at the game Fulham against Liverpool. Yeah, what's it called? This guy was brilliant. Was not brilliant in that game. And Kevin Kelleher, that was his worst performance all season. And I think Fulham were brilliant in the game. They were doing well. But I think the mistakes Kelleher made, especially for the first 2 goals, were easily avoidable. But the reason he made those mistakes, in my opinion, was the fact that I have to fill in Alisson's shoes. Can I do that? Before that game, he has been keeping in the Europa League and in the Carabao Cup, and it's been excellent. It's been good. Yeah, we know they might not be the kinds of teams you face, but they are equivalent. They are teams equivalent to Fulham too. You look at Toulouse. You notice they are equivalent to Fulham in a way. but yet he was making mistakes. So I think the psychological aspect of the fact that will I be the number one? Will I remain the number one? Has to be settled. Once that is settled, then there is so Ramsey knows the games he's going to be playing.
Yeah.
Ryan knows the games he's going to be featuring in. They won't be doubting who plays the next game. So I think that is just the way. But both teams are excellent. It's a game to watch. It's a game. In fact, this is the game of the week. This is the game of the week because it's a game that is going a long way to determine the title,
Yeah.
the title challenge. Now, if Aston Villa win, everybody will start counting them as title favorites too.
Yeah.
If Arsenal win, they remain up top there, and then everybody still sees Arsenal as serious team who really
But if
desires.
Liverpool win the game, they'll surpass them at the
Yeah,
top.
the thing is, if either of them win, no, sorry, if Arsenal win, Liverpool's win doesn't change anything. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Liverpool
that's
remains where they are. So it's all on Arsenal.
Yes.
It's all on Arsenal and all on Aston Villa. Now, if Aston Villa wins, it changes the whole dynamics. You get it? Because Arsenal drop points, Villa goes up. Then whether Liverpool win or not, they either remain second or go up.
All right, okay. On Sunday, Everton will be at Goodison Park against Chelsea. Everton has been well imposed since the 10-point deduction from UEFA. They have been playing very good football. Although they wasted so many chances against Manchester United, to consider their loss against Manchester United, 3 goals to 0. And also they won Nottingham Forest away 1 goal to 0. And also yesterday a shocking performance from them. They won Newcastle 3 goals to 0. No one expected this. At Goodison Park on Sunday against Chelsea that lost to Manchester United this midweek. What do you think will be the outcome of this match?
I think this game is coming at a very wrong time for Chelsea too, based on how they are playing right now. Notice the game at St. James's Park, they were woeful. The game at Stamford Bridge against Brighton, they were
Slight win for
yeah, they were seriously fighting for their lives at the end of that game.
Yeah.
Then at Old Trafford, they were shambolic. In fact, if Manchester United were a good team, that game should have ended nothing less than 5-1. I'm absolutely serious about this because Manchester United were giving chances away, were wasting chances too, and Chelsea were just come back to score us. We needed to score us. More like they felt the Manchester United players were wearing blue too. I don't know, because they were just giving passes away, So if they go to Goodison Park like that, one of the things Sean Dyche's side for is they don't get many chances, but they don't waste too much chances. Yeah, they can also waste chances, like against Manchester United the other day. But that can also be due to psychological issues. You just got dropped 10 points, and then the next game you are going into, you either win well or you fail woefully. That's it. That's how it comes. Either you win well or you fail well. And then it showed they were not up to the task for that game. But after that game, you've seen them getting there. And before the 10 points were deducted, you notice they've been coming up. They've been doing well. They've been getting their groove. Yeah. So I think now that they are also getting their groove back, it's going to be a tough time for Chelsea. You notice how well, what's it called? Newcastle United have been this season. Yeah. Beating teams, wiring up teams. Chelsea can tell. Manchester United can tell. Even Arsenal. Yeah, the Arsenal won. Yeah, although Arsenal might not have won the game because Arsenal didn't play well in the game. But also, they still got the result. Almost got the result against Liverpool. Almost nicked out a result against Manchester City. Manchester City were struggling to have a 1-0 victory, of which in the Carabao Cup, they came back victorious against Manchester United. You know how good they are. And then being beaten 3-0 by an Everton. Although, if you watch the game, actually the 3-0 victory does not tell the story of the game. There were just two mistakes two mistakes by Kieran Trippier in quick succession. But this is what I say about Everton. They see their chances, they take it as soon as easy as it gets, and they put 3 past them. So I think Chelsea should be very careful, because with a defense that is very poor. Chelsea are conceding goals right now. Seriously conceding goals. 4 against I think it started with Arsenal. 2 with Arsenal, 4 against City, 4 against Newcastle. What's it called? 2 against Brighton, 2 against Manchester United. So I don't think they will go scot-free again this time. That goes a long way to tell you about their defense. Very poor. How many clean sheets have they kept this season? I don't think it's up to 3. Very poor. So Dwight McNeil is on the form of his life right now. You see someone like Dokore, you know how well that midfield battle. I want to see Dokore. Onana is still not around. But I want to see Dokore and Gallagher. How the midfield battle goes. Because we saw Amrabat that has not been good at all season. Just colonize the whole midfield of Chelsea. It's very funny and very sad at the same time. Chelsea really need to go a long way. But this is not about Chelsea. This is about Everton. So it's about the both of them actually. So Everton does need to make sure their defense stands well. Chelsea can't score a goal right now. They don't score goals. Like they score in some games, but you know how weak the attack also is. Nicholas Jackson. I want to see what Nicholas Jackson can do against Tarkowski. Seriously, because those ones don't take any nonsense. You know how Sean Dyche's team can be. In the days of Burnley with Vermi, they don't take any chances. They see you are not decisive enough with the ball. They bundle you off the ground, and it's not like they are going to be giving away fouls. No, clean tackles, well disciplined tackles. So Chelsea have to be at a very high level to be able to play Everton right now with the form Everton are on at the moment, because they really want to escape that relegation battle and forget about it, then focus on the next target for them. So Chelsea will really need to be at a very high performing level to be able to win. If not, I think Dokore will win the midfield battle again against Caicedo and Gallagher put together. Because we've not really, and Enzo, we know how weak Enzo can be in the midfield that is not working hard. You know how weak he can be. It can always be the link you exploit. He's not quick. He's not strong on the ball. All he does is to give passes, of which he's not even been doing that well lately. So I think they can exploit him. If Rich James starts, it's a good link to exploit again. It might sound crazy, but it's a good. I think Cucurella is better at the right back.
James.
At the moment, that James at the moment. Against Manchester United, he gave Garnacho a very strong time. The moment he got substituted, James came in. That became the route. That became the way. They were just going down that right side. So Chelsea really needs, and then that will be a battle between James and McNeil again.
Okay, all right. On Sunday, Luton Town will be welcoming Manchester City at Kenilworth Road. We know how that home ground is for some big teams. We saw Liverpool. It's a draw, 1-1 draw. It was not a very easy one for Liverpool. And also Arsenal, it was just a late comeback from Arsenal until they get that winning goal against Luton Town. And also Manchester City have lost points at least in the maybe last 4 games right now.
Yeah.
So
4 straight games they've dropped points.
And they really need this win at Kenilworth Road. Some people think it will be a goal thriller at Kenilworth Road that Man City will beat them mercilessly. But don't you think it will be a very tight one for Manchester City?
I think it goes both ways. It's either they win mercilessly or they get the shock of their lives. Now, this is why I'm saying that. I think this particular game is coming at the right time for City, but at the wrong place. Now, this is the kind of game they need to use to get their confidence back, get back to winning ways. But as Kenilworth Road is it can be a very intimidating home ground for away teams, a very hostile ground. We saw Liverpool struggling to get a draw. We saw Arsenal seriously almost drawing that match. Thank God for the 100 million, and that is that is the kind of player you get for 100 million. Yes. I'm talking to some people. Okay, almost drawing the match, but obviously the quality showed in the match. They showed they were Arsenal by just getting the results. So I think it's either City come back to who they used to be now that Rodri is back in the game. It will be back against them. And then, so they just have to dominate the whole game. But another thing, those kind of pitches that are not as big, as wide as you expect them to be, are easy for teams to defend. We've seen City struggle sometimes to break down defensive teams. We saw it this season against Wolves. It was a free kick that got them their goal. They couldn't penetrate the defense. We saw them last season against what's it called, Nottingham Forest. They struggled to play a 1-1 draw in that game. To get a winning goal was so hard. Against Brentford, home and away, they couldn't win. So City sometimes, and that was with De Bruyne. That was with Bernardo Silva. So City sometimes can be very, very weak in breaking down well-disciplined defensive teams. Well-drilled and well-disciplined. The teams that have come with a well-organized game plan, who are not ready to attack. So the ground is small. The pitch is not as wide as you expect it. This team, if they are organized, they can pull a surprise. That's what I'm saying. City can get the shock of their lives. They might even drop all 3 points. They might drop all 3 points. Yeah, I know after the disappointing result against Villa, Guardiola will be trying to put a lot of things together. But also, those Kenny words know what is coming. So they also will prepare ahead of what is coming. And that is why, let me go back to the Arsenal game. I think Arsenal also might win the game because they know what is ahead. City might have underestimated what was ahead. But Arsenal now know that Villa are strong. So they approach it with a strong mentality. And that is what I'm thinking about Luton Town at the same time. Approaching the game with a strong mindset. A draw will be immaculately wonderful for Luton Town. A draw will now they might just nick it and get a 1-0 win at the end of the game. Maybe 90 minutes plus. One mad counter attack, because I know all City players will be out attacking, because Luton can't attack. They can't play an open game against City. It's not possible. So I know. But one long ball from Barkley to Townsend, and it's at the back of the net. Adebayo, probably. So I'm not saying City can win. In fact, if City get the first goal early enough, maybe around 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I think it's going to be a whitewash for Liverpool. For Luton, right? Whitewash. Luton are going to roll over. But if they can't get it until 80th minute, then there is need to worry. There can be a counter attack, because at that moment everyone will be committed to attacking, and then it is easy to be hit by a counter attack. So City should win, but also should prepare for the shock of their lives.
Okay, lastly, Tottenham against Newcastle also on Sunday. Tottenham drew their last match against they lost to West Ham United 2-1. I just want a scoreline prediction on this match so we can round up.
Oh, Newcastle don't have their number 1 goalkeeper, so they might concede. Yeah, Nepo is out. They might concede. Tottenham always have a good beginning, don't end the game well. They always have a good first half, but in the second half they always capitalize. And Newcastle just lost against Everton, so I think Tottenham with their run of winless, with their winless runs, I don't think they'll get anything out of their game. I think the run still continues. If Big Ange continues with his high line, playing a high line against a very quick Newcastle side, you know how quick they are, you know how strong they are, you know how physical they can be. Yes. And I don't think Tottenham have the midfield to contain that right now, or the defense to contain that right now. And I see Romero being forced to either get a yellow that will make him not tackle again, or get a red, because you know what Gordon can do. Yeah. You know what Alexander Isak, Almiron can do, and they do it with all the strength. So if you try to match their strength, you commit errors. So I think it's going to be a 2-1 win again in favor of Newcastle.
Okay, all right, that's all we have for today. Don't forget to JJ Sports TV, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at JJ Sports. We love you guys. Bye.
Thanks for watching, guys. Like and comment on this video. Hit that subscribe button to watch more of our great content on this YouTube channel.